What's up, y'all? How's everybody? And as I normally say, hello world, hello YouTube, and hello you. So in today's video I will be talking about the major differences and likenesses of the Bahamas versus Canada. As some of you know, and as some of you don't know, I am a Bahamian citizen. Yeah. But I've been living in Canada, Mountain, New Brunswick to be exact, for the last 2 years or so. Yeah, about 2 years. Yeah, next month makes 2 years. But living here, it is different from being at home in the Bahamas. But there's some good to it, as well as there's some not so good. So in this video, we're just gonna address the differences and the major likenesses between the two countries. Okay, so let's get into the video. But anyway, okay, so major difference number one. As we all know, the weather in Canada is completely different from the weather in the Bahamas. So it is winter for 6 months out of the year, and then the other 3 seasons fall in the other 6 months. So you have winter from December, but you start to feel, compared to the Bahamas, you start to feel the winter from, I would say, October-ish, November maybe, and it goes all the way until April, May. So actually this year it didn't stop. The last time we had snow was May. It was already May and it still was snowing, like bruh. But anyway, as compared to the Bahamas, where it's one season all year round, and we get maybe 70 degrees, which is about 20 something Celsius, because I don't really know the difference. That's number one, the weather, completely different. You gotta be wearing winter jacket, you gotta be wearing boots 6 months out of the year. And ain't no question about it. You know, wear fancy boots. Number two would be the money. So aside from the money looking different, because obviously every country, they money look different, but besides from how it looks, there's what it's worth. So just because currency changes every day, so currency rate exchange changes every day. So I would say about 73 cents Canadian is $1 in US. So technically, today me and my sister was having a conversation about exchanging money, and I was talking about $300 in Canadian, and we worked it out, and it only ended up being $208 in Bahamian money. So that's a lot. It's a big difference when it comes to the money and what it worth. It worth more in the Bahamas, but it's pretty much the same when you actually living in the country, spending the money and making the money as it is. So yeah. Number three is the minimum wage. Now, for you all the Bahamians, that's a tough one because as most of us know, the minimum wage in the Bahamas is, as far as I can remember, I think it's still the same, $5.25. Yes, $5.25. Whereas the minimum wage in Canada, well, New Brunswick to be exact, because every province have a different minimum wage. Like for instance, in Toronto, I think the minimum wage is $14 and something cents, but the minimum wage here, actually minimum wage just went up this year, is $11.25. Don't quote me on it, but it's over $11 and something cents. So that's a big difference. Now, even if you do the conversion, convert the $11 and I'd say 25 cents, because I think that's what it is, to the Bahamian money, the minimum wage still would be $9 and something cents. compared to $5.25. And they slaving you way hard in the Bahamas for less money than what you're making here. So that's actually something I enjoy. And by the way, I mean, might be TMI, but I haven't made minimum wage since I've been here. So making over that is really great, especially coming from making $5.25 to like skyrocketing. Like, it's a huge difference. Number 4, food. Now this one is get to me, mainly because you know your girl miss her Bahamian food. Bahamian food is another thing compared to the food they have around this place. Oh my god, the food here, I don't want to say it sucks, but y'all, it sucks. Like, I just look at Canadians every single day and I'd be like, wow, like this is literally what they think is great food. Like, they see nothing yet when they touch that Caribbean food. That's something totally different. So like, they have their famous dish. It's called poutine. And poutine, let me tell you what that is. It's very nasty, by the way, but a lot of Canadians love it. Poutine is fries. And I ain't talking about no Kentucky fries in Freeport. No, I'm talking about Canadian fries with some brown gravy and cheese curds. That is disgusting to me personally. You know, everybody have their own preferences. Some people enjoy it. I know some Bahamians that live in Canada that like poutine, but that's just not my cup of tea. Another popular one they have is something called a donair. It does remind me of a gyro, but it have this sweet sauce. It like white and it ain't good to me. But hey, and like anywhere you go, like you can't, like how back home you could go out and buy a crack conch dinner, you know, with peas and rice and baked macaroni and coleslaw on the side, or you could get a crack conch and fries, all them good stuff. You can't do that. The most you can get is either a burger and fries. They put different stuff on burgers, donairs, poutines, and fast food, which can't compare to home one anyway. Yeah, that's a downfall for me. That's something that I dislike, and it's the food. If you want Bahamian quality food, you gotta cook it yourself. And my cooking ain't like my mommy cooking, so it still don't even hit where I want it to hit. But anyway, that's enough about food. Number 5 is housing and the building codes. So in the Bahamas, you know, you gotta have a master bedroom and you got your master bath inside the room. Then you got another bathroom. If you have 2 bedrooms, you know that, yeah. You cut these places around here is have 5-bedroom house with 1 bathroom. Anywhere you go, 1 bathroom. Bathroom, no matter where you go. And everywhere have a basement. Every single building, at least I don't know, I ain't really visit too much outside on New Brunswick. Everywhere is a basement. They have basement apartments. They have, and I ain't thinking, cause see, when I first hear basement, being a Bahamian, I thinking, you know, go down in the attic. What? Let me go down in the attic. You go down in the basement, and you know, it's dark and. But the basement apartments here, you don't even notice that you're in the basement unless you outside the building. So it ain't as bad as it sounds, but it's still different from what I used to in the Bahamas and having 2 bathrooms for a 2-bedroom apartment. Number 6 is job opportunities. Now y'all know, y'all Bahamians know, ain't no job soon. Which is one of the main reasons why most people leave the Bahamas anyway to try to come to Canada or go to the States, because the opportunities are endless. And I can tell you that. I have worked a lot of places in Canada and they keep coming. It's non-stop opportunities. Literally, like, but in Moncton, the major jobs that they have here is either call centers or in restaurants. And like that's majority of them, but then, you know, like the more expertise or the more experience you have, more jobs you can find. So I definitely been lacking in that area. Number 7, the last one for differences, is the language. Now, in the Bahamas, our official and only language is English. In Canada, we have 2 languages, English and French.
Bruh.
And especially in Mountain or New Brunswick, which is the only official, to my knowledge, the only official bilingual province that affects your job hunting. Because most of the jobs that are up there or that you looking to get require you to be bilingual. And for us, as a downfall, because we don't know no French. Yeah, you do a little French class or a little Spanish class in high school, but that's about it. So that, you know, is what that is. French. I don't know French. Been here 2 years, and all I know is bonjour and oui, and I think that's it. And I know that before. Now we're gonna move on to the likenesses, things that Canada and the Bahamas have in common. First one is the cost of living. The cost of living here and home is about the same thing. You can find a 1-bedroom apartment with, I'd say everything included, for about $875, $850 a month. Or with nothing included, it's about that. 2 bedrooms start at like deep in the 800s, 900 and something. To get a house, to rent a house, it's starting at over $1,000. Like, there's no going around it. Whereas a 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom, once it's a house, it's starting at $1,000. And I think that's pretty much the same back home. Like, the cost of living is just what it is. You can pay $800, $900 for a sensible apartment. If you go to find $600, $500, you find it a bachelor apartment or a basement. And it's just that simple. Okay? Number 2 is groceries. The groceries are the same price. A gallon of milk is still almost $7. I mean, it's different because the money different, but it's the same thing if you ask me, because I'm making Canadian money, so when I spend it in Canadian money, not in Bahamian. So the groceries is the same. You could get, what else is about the same? Only thing, the meat is more, because like a pack of chicken, like I saw this pack of wings in Walmart the other day, $15. You can see them on wings. But in terms of like cereal and stuff, like there's still $10 for a big box of cereal, or eggs still being $4 or $5 for 12 eggs. Sometimes you can get it for $18 depending on where you go. Water is cheaper, because like you can get a 24 pack of the bottled waters for like $5. I don't know. Groceries here, the cost for groceries is about the same thing as back in the Bahamas. Number 3, the people. Most of them friendly. Like Bahamians, they say Bahamians are friendly people. People here are friendly. They get along with you. But what's different about the people here is a lot of them, in the Bahamas, we grew up rough. So, you know, we don't really believe in having anxiety or you know, like depression and stuff, but those things are real and they take that really seriously here. The minute someone can't do something and they say they have an anxiety or something happened, you know, like they really touchy-feely when it comes to that kind of stuff, whereas we brushed off like, man, you just, you know, some type of way. So besides that, the people are very nice and they're willing to help you out, and that's about it. Number 4 is the police. The police over here is like the police in the Bahamas. They don't care. They just drive out of their car and do what they gotta do, and if they feel like, you know, then they can show up. They take forever to come when you call them. Just like, police is the same. I ain't nothing much more I could say on that. That's just what it is. They the same mentality, the same thinking. It's the same thing. And lastly, this should be the end of this video, but the last likeliness that's the same between the Bahamas and Canada is their hospitals. Okay? You cannot go to a hospital here or in the Bahamas and not spend at least 4 hours in the emergency room. I've been to the hospital where I spent 8, 9 hours. I talking about carrying lunch because you know you spent a whole work shift inside this place sitting down waiting to see the doctor. Packing lunch, making sure you eat before you go because you know, yeah, you need to see the doctor, but you know, you can be there a little while. So that's it. The hospitals, they just take forever. They don't know what they're doing half the time. They misdiagnosing you. Trust me, all this done happened to me. I didn't get misdiagnosed at all from the hospital. The only good thing about the healthcare here is you automatically get free healthcare. So you could go to any clinic, you could go to any doctor, and you covered. Like, you don't have to pay nothing. That's the good thing about it. And all the jobs here too. Every job you have, once you work in full-time or once you work in a certain amount of part-time hours, you qualify for health and dental benefits that they pay out after you've been there either 3 months or 6 months. So there you have it. Those were my top differences and likenesses between the Bahamas and Canada, well, New Brunswick specifically. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on post notifications so you could never miss when I upload a video. It's been good, and see you guys in the next video. Yado.